That almost sounds like you don't want to go to war with the Owls.
I don't think you want to.
Did Ansley leave?
She did.
You're going on the show and she left?
You can tell how awestruck she is by me.
How you two go?
What are you doing over there?
I got a mirror right here.
Oh, you got a mirror. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Miller's Ale House at 7 o'clock on a Wednesday night. That means it's time for the Owl Show. Can I get a big hooty-hoo? Hooty-hoo! All right, happy to be here for, believe it or not, Robert, this is our 200th Kennesaw State podcast.
Crazy.
Isn't that unusual?
It's so crazy because a lot of people know I know a lot of things about sports or whatever, and I can remember looking at Carrick and go, well, give me 20 episodes, I'll know everything there is to know about KSU sports. Okay, we might be on 200, and it will never happen. I've learned enough to know that it will never happen. I will never be that good.
No, but we learn a little bit every week, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
A lot of good things going on at KSU. My name is Chuck Burge, along with my co-host, Mr. Robert Kinney. And like we said, we've been doing this. This is our 200th episode. Those of you who don't know about the show, we have 5 or 6 sponsors that pay us to read their commercials weekly or show them. And we do not keep a penny of it. Every penny goes to KSU Athletics. So happy to support my alma mater, one of my 2 alma maters, I guess.
Hey, I took a dance class here in a math class one time, so it's kind of like my alma mater.
That counts.
And just for the record, I would like to go on a trip someday with all the money that keeps coming in, but as of right now, we do not keep a penny.
No, we not. We give it all to KSU. As a matter of fact, we just took in another $800 last week.
Yes, sir, we did.
From our fantasy football league. We run a fantasy football league every year, and the winner gets $300. Runner-up gets $100, and we give the other $8 to KSU Athletics. And
so have you won a lot of money in that league in the years?
I've given a lot of money to that league in the years. I don't think how much I've won.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just wondering.
You just want me to ask you because you've won it 3 years. Yeah.
Have I done well? All right.
Yeah, you've done all right. Yeah, you paid for your entry fee.
I love this mirror. This is like better than the mirror at my house. It is such a crisp, clear picture.
It's almost like being like a disco ball. It's so cool.
You think everything's plated and then it's all the same, but this is like really clear.
So this is the 5th trophy we have had on. 3 from track.
3 from track, 1
from football, and now we finally have gotten the Conference USA Men's Basketball Trophy from 25-26. So listen to that crowd. Very happy to have Perkins Carden and Coach on here.
Wow. This is really here.
Don't break it, Robert. Is it heavier than the football?
I think it is heavier than the football. Have y'all weighed it? Have you weighed it? Okay. We have to get somebody. Find us a scale. Somebody back in the kitchen. All right. So let's get a couple of commercials out of the way, and then we'll have Perkins Carden on with us.
Then we'll talk a lot.
Then we'll talk a lot, yeah. Matt Martin Homes. Whether you're buying your first home or selling your current home before a big relocation, having the right person in your corner makes all the difference. That's why we recommend Matt Martin with Real Broker. Born and raised in Metro Atlanta, Matt believes real estate is about relationships, not transactions. Every move deserves trusted guidance, expert advice, and clear communication so you can make confident decisions every step of the way. If you're thinking about making a move in Metro Atlanta, visit mattmartinhomes.com to check out helpful resources for buyers and sellers and to schedule a free 15-minute discovery call. The Martin family boasts 4 generations of involvement and support for Kennesaw State community and athletics. Visit mattmartinhomes.com or call 770-742-7307. That's 770-742-7307. And as always, go Owls.
Joshua Smith and his wife Tammy are both graduates of Kennesaw State College. He's been practicing law for 24 years, specializing in sports and entertainment law while practicing criminal defense, civil litigation, juvenile, and personal injury. And he's ready to represent you all the way from your small town to the Supreme Court and any appellate court in between. With all the new rules regarding NIL and cash payments to athletes, they're placing a new emphasis on Kennesaw State University student athletics to help our student athletes better navigate some of the bigger issues that have tripped up so many. Give them a call tomorrow, Carrick, at 706-217-2095.
Carrick didn't hear that.
That's right, Charlie. 706-217-2095.
All right, and we thank you, Joshua and Tammy Smith and Matt Martin, for being sponsors of the Owl Show. Welcome to our 200th podcast today. And let's welcome for the first time to the stage, Mr. Perkins Carden. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good.
We're great.
Like that hat.
Thank you. This is a Terrence Norman special right
Oh,
now.
is it?
You might
Yeah.
have to reach out to him
Oh,
to
yeah.
get one of these.
Yeah, we'll have to see what we can do. Well, welcome to the show.
Appreciate it.
First time on, right?
First time. That's right.
Wow.
First time guest, long time listener.
That's right.
I like that. Yeah, I've heard that a few times. So tell us the story of Perkins Carden. We know you're from Alabama.
That's right. From Alabama. So I met Coach Petway about 7.5 years ago now.
Yeah.
Went to school at Alabama. I was a manager when I was in school, so known him since I was 18 years old, fresh out of high school, going to college.
So 3 years ago. Yeah.
What high school were you
I
at?
went to Asheville High School in Northeast Alabama.
Okay. Northeast. Okay.
Yeah.
Close to Chattanooga.
Closer
not
to
too
Hunt,
far.
well, at least to Huntsville.
Yeah, somewhere in between there.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
I know Trenton, Georgia. That's right up that northwest corner, but kind of close to northeast Alabama. So, and you did your undergrad at Bama?
Undergrad at Alabama, and then I was a grad assistant for 2 years. Didn't come with Petway initially over here, but then after 2 years, he called me, and it was an offer I couldn't turn down. So
It's an
here we
offer I
are.
couldn't refuse.
Mr. Petway, he decided not to call me at first because he wanted to make sure everything was smoothed over. But now you're glad and you're here.
That's right. I'm very happy to be here.
That's awesome.
What an exciting place right now.
It's so exciting. We got a really good thing going on.
So how much Dreamland barbecue did you eat when you were in Tuscaloosa?
Well, I was there about a week and a half ago, and I stopped in for dinner.
Oh, were you really?
I had a lot of it, and I miss it sometimes. We got a couple good spots over here, but Dreamland's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, it's good barbecue. Yeah, I'll give you some good barbecue races
Swing by-
around here, but I'm not going to talk about them while I'm sitting at Miller's Ale House.
Yeah, swing by the black tailgate lot anytime you go into a football game, and they'll hook you up with some barbecue.
Here we go. Those guys over there.
That guy waving his
Absolutely.
hand. Yeah. Will Renfro. Yeah, Will Renfro. Will runs the largest tailgate. Well, him and Garrett and a couple other guys run the largest tailgate at the football games. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Start next Thursday night. I know you're busy with basketball. Do you get a chance to follow the other sports?
I try to, yeah. And we go to every football game. I mean,
Yeah.
Coach Petway and Coach Mack are really close, and so
Yeah.
we try to go support them as much as possible. Support Coach Keith volleyball, and really excited about Coach Gianni being here for women's basketball. So that's something we do a really good job.
We
of
had
with
Coach
our guys.
Gianni on the show about a month ago.
That's great.
She
Yep.
was
She's been great.
fantastic. Yeah, she's fantastic. Coach Schunsel was here last week. We gave them, I don't know if you heard, we give all the money that we bring in to KSU Athletics, and we gave him $250 last week for Griffin's game.
All right.
Yeah, so that's cool. And very happy for him getting his extension. And I wrote him today and said, have a safe trip up to Wilmington. So they actually start their season Friday, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, they got a couple of matches on Friday. So that's very cool. Thanks.
That's my man Larry on the corner of the camera, in case you were wondering.
Yeah, in the Georgia Tech yellow shirt. Well, do you have a favorite sport other than basketball?
It's probably football. So
Yeah.
I grew up an Alabama football fan.
Yeah.
So we watched a lot of that growing up. So it's probably football. I love the Braves too. Love
Do ya?
baseball. We try to get into the Braves as much as possible. So
Yeah.
it was a good part of moving over here is the Braves are 15 minutes down the road. So
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Now, so did you play high school sports?
I did. I played basketball and baseball in high school.
Oh, did ya?
Yeah. Played basketball for 4 years, and I probably wasn't going to do it at the next level. So that's how I got in touch with Coach Petway and got started at Alabama.
At least not at that high of a level.
right.
Hey, maybe I'll go make a top 5 in the country team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had to be fun going to school at Bama. I got to go down there a couple of times for. I was in the marketing business, and we did some sampling of Pepsi One at the Alabama game. Yeah, I don't even know if you were even born then. It was sleeting, and Auburn was playing Alabama, and it was sleeting, and I was riding around in a golf cart with shorts and a Pepsi One shirt on, and we were going through the RV park. I said, I will give you a case of this if you'll just let me sit by your fire for 5 minutes. I'm about to die. But beautiful place.
Did
Brian
Alabama
didn't
win
see
that
it.
day that you went? Did Alabama
They
win?
did, yes. Yeah.
Good.
That's all that really mattered, right?
Yeah, I like Bama. I don't have a problem with Bama. Bill Curry was my man.
Yeah.
Yeah. didn't do so well at Bama.
Not
but
so well. But
He did well at
he's a
Tech.
good guy. Yeah.
Let me ask you this question. Director of basketball operations. That's one of those terms like 10 years ago that didn't even exist, you know. So what exactly do you do? I know there's a billion things that are going on now in a program. Are you spearheading some of those?
It looks different every day, you know, especially with the way things are evolving in college sports. But I mean, my number one job is keeping Coach Petway in line, I guess, is what they tell me.
Good
That's a
luck.
toughie.
Good luck.
That's a toughie.
But it's, you know, scheduling, team travel, on-campus recruiting, all that kind of stuff, and really it changes every day.
Are you a portal looker, or are you evaluating talent? How does all that stuff work?
Today's age, we're all portal lookers. You know?
Okay.
It's- we hit the ground running in April when that thing opens up, and all five or six of us are every day looking for.
So is it like football? There's only one portal session?
Yeah, there's one portal session
And it's
now
in the spring after March Madness?
After March Madness.
And it is
Yeah.
after it now?
It is after it, yeah.
So I remember a couple years ago when I think it was Scottie Pippen's son was playing for Michigan and decided he wanted to leave the team going into the Sweet 16 because that's when the portal is like you could be playing in the Sweet 16 this week. So now, like football, it's out of the way. A little better.
The
How long is the portal
national
open
championship
for?
National Championship's Monday night, and it's open for 2 weeks after that, and then it closes. So they've really cleaned that up and made it better
That's
for us
good.
in the spring.
That's good.
Are you involved in the recruiting?
Yeah,
A
a
good
little
bit.
bit on campus.
So
Especially.
you're
We've
kind of like
got-
the Mike Kershaw of the basketball
I'd say
team?
so.
Is that a good?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
a good-
That's
we're-
that's a pretty good compliment.
Kershaw's
Yeah.
big time. Man.
Yeah.
Kershaw does really good.
He's better looking.
I think Kershaw's got me beat there.
Well, I don't know, but I'm not
I'm just
making
gonna
that
let
comment.
Carrick,
That one-
you know, do what he does. Huh?
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. So, had you been to Kennesaw before your first conversation with Petway?
This was my first time. He called me on a Tuesday and said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm doing nothing right now. You want to come to Kennesaw tomorrow?" So I got in the car at 6 a.m. the next morning and came for the very first time. So
About a
first time-
2.5 hour drive?
Yeah, about 2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Did you know much about the school before Coach Pett got here?
I really did not.
Right.
No, I really did not. So I learned a lot about it just in the first couple of weeks I was here. It was a brand new experience for me.
Well, and it's kind of a brand new experience for a lot of us.
Yeah, definitely. But no, campus is beautiful. You know, I didn't realize till I got here how many students went to school at Kennesaw. I get over here and they say, we've got 52.
We're bigger than Tuscaloosa. You're like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, how many is in Alabama? Do you know?
Alabama's they're over 40 now.
So
Right.
we're bigger than Bama?
Oh, absolutely.
Wow, yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Well, we don't have a Dreamland barbecue, but there are some good places. Yeah. So, how is this compared to like in rural Alabama?
It's different. The traffic is different.
Oh, there's no doubt
That's-
about that.
There's a little more traffic here than
Just a little bit.
rural.
That's right. You know, if you're going anywhere, it's taking you 15 or 20 minutes. So
Yeah.
that's definitely different. And Tuscaloosa is very much a small college town. You know, it all revolves around the university. Here you've got such a diversification of people doing different things in this area. So it's definitely neat to see a different area than how we were in Tuscaloosa, where it's just 2 or 3 streets and it's all revolving around the university.
Yeah. What did you major in at Bama?
So I did undergrad in business and commerce.
Okay.
Concentrated in marketing, and I got a master's degree in sports management
Oh, cool. At Bama?
at Alabama.
Yeah, cool. I'm a marketing major myself, so Georgia Southern and Kennesaw. Associate degree at Kennesaw. Me and Carrick went here together. 5 buildings, 1,750 students when we were here.
A little bit different.
It's grown. Yeah. What's your favorite thing about the school?
Favorite thing about the school, I love the green out there. We'll walk to the dining hall for lunch and just see it. You get a feel of a small campus in a big city when you walk across the green. You see all the kids out there. It really feels like the real college experience, and we love that. We say that to recruits all the time. You know, once you're on campus, man, it really feels like you're on a college campus.
Isn't it crazy when half of your conversations are that you're the biggest school that in the southeast, and then you're like, man, it's such a small college feel and beautiful dorms. You know, it's kind of
Yeah,
both
it's
sides of the
Both sides of it, yeah.
It really is.
That's neat. I played basketball when I was in high school too. I was the same boat as you. But I played for 40 years, from when I was 11 until I was 51. I played on one league or another. So
I don't think you
Always
guys were in the
loved
same
the-
boat. You had
No.
a much better nickname than he did.
yeah, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was my nickname. But that's where it ended, the comparison wise. But it was a lot of fun sport. But basketball has changed some since those days. I mean,
little bit, yeah.
3-point line. I guarded Mike Glenn. You know who that is?
I don't know.
He's called the Stinger. Probably the best pure shooter I've ever seen in my life.
He was a Hawks play-by-play
Played for
guy.
the Hawks. You know Mike Glenn, don't you know he is? Yeah, so I played against him in high school, and he took me to task. And I was a good defensive player.
No.
He scored 42 points a game against me. He took 3 steps across half court, and he shot. And that was all it was. And there was only 2 points then, but nicest guy, sweetest to me. Went to Cusa High School in Rome, which is not too far from.
Not too far.
Yeah, I think so. But so I've always loved basketball, but there was no 3-point line then. I think the girls were, half of them were stopping at half court, and the other 3 are going the other way. It's changed so much. Do you see how much the game's changed even since you've been
Yeah,
in?
it's changed in the last 8 years since we've been in.
Yeah.
It's just different, and that's when Coach Oates, who we worked for at Alabama, got there. It was a brand new system that he
Coach
was
Odom, yeah.
running to. Yeah,
Oates, yeah.
Coach Oates, yeah.
Yeah.
And, playing fast, threes and layups, kind of eliminating, non-efficient twos. So that was even new when he started doing it 8 years ago, and so we've seen so much change even in the last decade.
So do you consider yourself an offensive guy?
I would say so, I guess, but I
I mean, anything around Coach Pett, we're trying to put up 100 points every time. So, almost
By halftime.
Long basket. Yeah.
by halftime.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's cool. I always liked defense better. I mean, I wound up being a point guard in junior college as opposed to playing forward in high school, but it was different. There were no 3-pointers. It seems like to me now the NBA has become, you're going to shoot threes, you're going to drive, and you're going to get fouled, and you're going to shoot free throws. And that's all it is.
That's all it is.
Yeah, but I love the game. It's something I've always watched. I went from here to Georgia Southern and watched a lot of games down there, but it's just different. But I tell you this, the best college game I've ever been to was 2 years ago when we played Liberty on a Thursday night, and we beat them. I'll never forget that night. Robert, you were here with me that night, right? That was so much fun. And then, unfortunately, something happened Saturday. I didn't go back to the championship game, but that Thursday night was the most electric night I've ever been to a college basketball game. Yeah, yeah. So I guess we're going to anticipate many more of those coming up, right?
So, hopefully so.
Yeah. So where's your favorite place you ever played? Do you have a gym that you really liked?
Rupp Arena is incredible.
Oh, did you play in Rupp?
I didn't play in Rupp.
Oh, but you've been to it?
On the sidelines at Rupp. Yeah, Rupp. Budwalk in Arkansas is so loud. That one's great. We played at Purdue 2 years ago. That's the best basketball experience I've ever had. It is. They do it different up there. So we got to play in a lot of really cool spots. I'd say Purdue is probably the most electric basketball environment we've ever been in.
Is it more electric? And I realize when you show up and there's 18,000 screaming people, yes, but is it more awestruck when you walk into a building that's empty like that and you just see everything hanging from the rafters? You're like, holy moly, there's been some people in this room for a long time.
It's a different experience.
I bet.
With that, every single person in the crowd's engaged from tip-off to the final.
When you get to Rupp or Arkansas or something.
Yeah, or even really Purdue especially. Rupp can get a little bit of your wine and cheese, kind of they're there to watch the basketball game, but you go to those Big Ten arenas and they're locked in from doing chants from the time the game starts till it ends.
It's a lot like when people used to go to the Braves game, they'd get their scorecards out and they'd keep the score. Now they go for an event. These guys were basketball fans and they're to watch the basketball game, not to be at an event.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, I wish they don't scorecards for basketball, but it was cool. I'd love to go in the game. Have you been to Cameron?
I've not been to Cameron. No, that's one I want to check off the list. I've not been there. We played at Carolina 2 years ago. That was
Chapel Hill's pretty.
The Dean Dome, is that
Dean
what you
Dome
call
is
it?
pretty cool.
Yeah. Now this is your second year here, right?
This will be my second year.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's right. Very, very cool. Is there anywhere we're going this year that you're excited about?
Well, we're going to Tuscaloosa on November 17th.
Oh, wow.
So
You get to sit on the other side of the.
Sit on the other side. Hope I walk the right bench when we get there.
How will that feel? That'll be weird, won't it?
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. It's good. We played them last year, and it felt good to stay
Last year
around
you played them up in
in Huntsville.
Correct.
Yeah.
Now, so
A neutral court. Yeah.
when you get to a game like this, and obviously your guys are, they're up to the challenge and everything, but you're walking into a massive arena. They're pretty excited. Do you and Coach Peck kind of walk around and be like, hey, this is the same building. We've been in this building 100 times. Nothing's changing here. Is it almost like Hoosiers where you're measuring stuff and you're like, it's the same court, guys. You just got to come and play.
94 feet. 94 feet.
94 feet.
Goal's the same height. A couple more people in here, but it's the same game.
Do you like the colored floors? I like the traditional basketball court.
I do too. Yeah, I do. I like ours. The black gets scuffed up a little bit before you get it redone with the curtain around it, but I like the traditional floors.
Yeah, I do too. When does practice start? You guys haven't started yet, have you? But soon.
We're doing workouts. We get 8 hours a week until September 21st.
Yeah, because that's very regimented by it. Yeah.
Yeah, September 21st will be a full go then, and that's 42 days from opening day.
So what does a day look like now for you?
So right now, I mean, we'll get the guys in for an hour 20 in the morning. So we'll practice. We'll go. We'll meet as a staff, talk about recruiting. We've got recruiting weekends coming up that kind of center around football games. So we'll do that. We'll have meetings in the afternoon and kind of knocking stuff out, just getting organized, getting ready for the season to start.
And when you say you've got him for 8 hours a week, is that you're doing hour and 20 6 times a week or something? Something weird like that?
We'll do an hour and 20 3 times a week, and then your weight room hours count too. So it's a mix every week.
Yeah. How much did it mean to you to bring this home?
I mean, that's awesome right there.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It felt better than any one we'd ever won, to be honest with you. Just what that group went through, how they came together, it was really special.
After what they went through is unbelievable stuff. Yeah. I'm excited about this year. I mean, it's this week starts it all for me because I love football. I love basketball, and from now till April, I'm done. I don't need anything out of life other than my TV and ViStar Arena and Fifth Third Stadium, and I'll be there. So it's a lot of time. Something fun question we like to ask everybody: who's the most famous person in your cell phone?
The most famous person, I'm going to go
And Carrick Martin doesn't count.
Carrick was my first choice. Second, I'll go Heisman Trophy winner Mark Ingram. His number's in my phone. So that's probably the coolest one I've got.
That'd be the double deuce.
That's it. 22. Yeah.
When's the last time you talked to Mark?
About a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was doing a golf event for us in Alabama, and so that's when we met up.
That's awesome. So we want you to look in that camera over there. Robert, do you have any more questions?
Man, I always got 1,000 questions, but he's good. He's good.
Or look at that camera over Larry's shoulder. Don't look at Larry. We don't want you to get sick. But look at that camera over Larry's shoulder and tell us why the next 4-star, 5-star recruit needs to come to Kennesaw State to play basketball.
Because we play a really exciting brand of basketball. We got a great group. We got a great head coach that loves his players and believes in them, and we're doing something really special here.
Yeah. It's funny that you should have something special because I read a post today about Keith Schunsel, and he said they're going to stay here 3 years and build something special. And I'll say this about you, Ty. You've already built something special. I mean, this is a special team, special place. It's just going to get better. You agree with that?
Yes, sir.
You were talking about this trophy. I do have one more question. Because when you were at your last stop, you were a part of a few trophies.
Yeah.
Knowing that this is the first trophy for Conference USA in this school, does it mean a little bit more when it's not, maybe the trophy case isn't so big and doesn't have so many in it?
It really does. And I tell you, we've brought this trophy around everywhere, man. It's great how much people want to see this thing, want to take their picture with it. Like you said, it's the first one for Conference USA in basketball for this institution. And, man, it's really is special.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I am so excited because when we started the show 4 years ago, we didn't even know Conference USA was a division. I mean, and now here we are ruling it. It's just so cool to be a part of coming in, not on the basement floor because 74, 75, that was the basement floor. But now we're up to where we're really becoming something special. And I always go back to the game where me and Will and Garrett and all these guys went up to see the NCAA tournament game up in Greensboro. Yeah, and nobody knew where Kennesaw State was. We were walking in the game with Xavier fans, and they're like, "Where's Kennesaw State?" That's a suburb of Atlanta. And we started singing, "You Don't Want to Go to War with the Owls," and there's maybe 100, 200 of us singing it. By the end of that game, everybody in that 30,000-seat arena or whatever it was, except the Xavier fans, were singing "You Want to Go to War with the Owls." Awesome. Wow, and football kind of trailblazed it because they were playing on Tuesday nights and Wednesday nights on TV last year when they were the only game in town and nobody else was playing. And people have that passion for sports and they're watching. And now I think we're on the map, you know,
so.
and heading in a bigger and better direction.
Every week we get put on a new map.
Yeah. Yeah.
More maps, more people,
That's it.
more prestige.
That's right.
Well, one thing we want to offer you, we'd love to have your players on. I mean, a lot of them, if we want media training or anything, we want to give you a little gift here for coming on.
Unfortunately for you, while you're drinking this, you might have to look at my face or Chuck's.
All right.
Or both.
Or both.
Awesome right there. Wow.
Living the dream. Friend of the show.
Drinking coffee out of this thing tomorrow.
There we
You're
go.
the man.
We love
All
that.
right. How about a big hootie hoo for Perkins Carden, everybody? Larry, let's get a Brain Train commercial and we'll get Coach Petway on.
Hey, it's
Thanks,
Melissa
man.
at Brain Train
Appreciate it.
Centers,
Wasn't too bad,
the
was it?
fastest growing neurofeedback provider in the world. And I have
forward to
some
having
pretty
you back.
important questions for you. Do you or someone you know struggle with focus and attention, sleep, memory, or other mood issues? Or maybe you just want to achieve more in high pressure situations? Well, what if I told you you can unlock your brain's full potential and change your life entirely
want to,
through
doesn't matter,
neurofeedback? A
We're good
drug-free
to go.
and natural approach
we're
to
all
negative moods,
silent now.
and it's backed by
Larry's
more than
run that
50 years
commercial,
of
but
research, so it's not new.
we don't have to read
It
it,
is
it's
safe
just
for
on
both children
playing.
and adults as you retrain the brain to create new pathways.
That Georgia
Medication
fan
may
that's
help
got a Georgia
short-term,
shirt.
but they don't address the underlying issues. Just
Hey,
as push-ups
that is
help your
his
physical
KSU
strength,
yellow.
neurofeedback is personal training for your
That's it.
brain. With over 20 offices nationwide,
You see what
don't
Garrett-
hesitate to
you know,
reach
what
out
they
to
gave
Brain
us?
Train Centers, as
Founding
we will
fossils.
provide you with the
Me and
highest
Garrett,
level
we're
of
the founding
compassionate
fossils of
care
KSU.
and help you achieve the mental clarity, performance,
Yeah, he
and
graduated
calm you deserve.
junior-
Your journey to a
junior
better
college,
quality of life
1976,
starts with a
associate
brain
degree,
map. Now you
business.
can retrain your brain and reset your life.
So I'm-
So just call or text
Garrett Brackett gave us these nicknames, but Larry gave us the
291-2778 or visit
I love it.
braintraincentersinc.com.
3.
Look at Will in the background. Will's even pointing like he knows what he's doing back there. Welcome back. We thank you, Melissa Hergert, for being a sponsor of the Owls Show. Again, our 200th episode tonight. Me and Robert love talking about Owls sports, especially with our head coach from the basketball team, Coach Antoine Petway.
How you doing, Smiley?
I'm great, man. Got a great group of guys I get to work with every single day. Got a great group of young men on that basketball court I get to teach and coach every single day. I'm blessed.
Well, we're blessed to have you here.
Absolutely.
So, first thing I want to ask you, because I've been talking about this, we talked with Kershaw and Mac. How's the new 5-year rule working for you guys? Is it something you like, something you don't like, or is it just something you have to get used to?
Yeah, it's just a way that you just got to adjust to it. Like this basketball and just NCAA in overall is a changing landscape, so we got to be willing to adjust. I think the 5-and-5 hurt some of the high school kids and it helped some of the athletes that didn't have a lucrative deal overseas or something like that, so they can come back and get a lot of NIL money. But we're just adjusting. I think our mentality doesn't change. We're trying to go get the right guys for what we do. You got to have the talent, of course, but then the character and the work ethic to be a Kennesaw State Owl. And I think this season and last year we hit the jackpot with these guys.
Yeah. Well, I know you hit the jackpot with one of them, my Keatron alumni.
Oh, yeah. Dozy.
Yeah.
That's my man.
Go Indians, baby.
Yes,
That's all I
yes.
got to say.
Nah, Dozy he's delightful, man. Like I love coaching that kid. He's ever since Coach Tree, he called me about him and he told me like, "Pat, you would never regret having him on your team." And ever since we invited him to be a walk-on, man, the guys love him. We love coaching him. He's just a tremendous young man.
Yeah.
So.
Is recruiting? I can see it in you. Is that one of your favorite parts of the job?
Yeah, yep. I think it's a big part of it. That's the bloodline to our program. To sustain success and it's going out. I think in this landscape, when you ask in the job, I was talking to some of the other coaches. This job here is to do more with less, and you got to really, really evaluate. So I think I enjoy evaluating. Then you're gonna get some wrong, but then the ones you get right, ones that got the parents, the circle, that they got the talent, that buy in as soon as they step on the campus and believe in what you're selling them. And so, like I enjoy seeing guys like Adrian Woodley, who is barely a 3-star recruit. He comes into Conference USA, he's second in Player of the Year and voting in Freshman of the Year. Now he's at Louisville, and like I said, that's changed the landscape. We got to adapt to it, and so we're excited that we helped him earn the kind of money he's earning at Louisville.
Let me ask you this. I know you love recruiting. I know you go in there and you lay it all out, bare your soul. Hey, I'd like to raise your kid in Kennesaw, Georgia. I got my buddy Perkins here. He's going to help me with all that. How does it change from last year to this year with just something like this? I mean, you're saying the same things.
Yeah.
You're feeling the same way.
got
But
some numbers
man, I got this 80-pound thing. I love to sit on your coffee table while we talk about it. Does it put a little smile on your face?
Definitely, man. When you can go in there and say we're 2026 conference.
We're
champs.
defending. We're defending
defending
champs.
conference champs, and we got a chance to play in the NCAA tournament. And to be honest, man, I've been blessed enough that since I got this job, it's kind of been, at least in this state, kind of cool to wear that black and gold. And I give props to this guy every time I talk about Amir, Coach Amir.
Coach Amir.
I got here, they were coming off an NCAA tournament.
Yes, sir.
Out of the A-Sun, and Coach Amir, and his staff led that group, Terrell Burton, and those guys to
Chris Youngblood.
CY, he led those to the tournament. Those guys to the tournament. So when I got here, that first recruiting cycle, I was recruiting to a championship trophy. You know what I mean? And so, but like to your point, after we won it this year, when we first got here, we had to sell stuff we did at Alabama. You know what I mean? Some of the guards we worked with, some of the players that went on to be professionals and NBA stars. Now we got a group of young men after coaching here 3 years. We the proof's in the pudding. We got a real like sample size.
You're not recruiting based on somebody else's trophy. It's your own trophy
we
now.
got our own, and we're not recruiting based on the impact we had at other places. We basically recruit and showing them what we did with guys that actually wore their Kennesaw State jersey.
Right.
So it's pretty neat.
That's awesome.
Yeah, one thing about this, and I know you got a close relationship with Coach Mack, but all the coaches at KSU seem to have each other's back. I mean, I love Schuntzel, I love McDaniel, Matt Emery has been on the show a few times. It seems like it's such a great group or parliament of guys, if you would, Al. So
It's a real family. It starts at the top with President Kett and then with Milton Overton. I think they are two of the best, and I say it as much as I can. They're two of the best in the business. They're elite at what they do, and it bleeds over into each one of us. It's a true family. Like Milton just put on him and Tiara and Miss Jess. They just put on a head coaches retreat, and we got in there just to spend time with each other and get to know each other. And I just think we got it in guys, like you said, Coach Key, Coach Kev, like Coach Mack. I think he is. You saw what he did last year. You know what I mean? It's only gonna get better and better. We just got elite coaches all throughout Kennesaw State. This is a championship university.
yeah, and it's not only your trophy, which is great, but there's now 5 Conference USA trophies.
Yeah.
So that helps every sport.
No
It
doubt.
doesn't help just the sport that they win it in. But,
Championship school.
they got a championship track team. Maybe I want to be a part of the football team. They got a great football team. Maybe I want to be a part of the basketball team.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So it's a family thing. I love it. I mean, again, like we said with Perkins, I mean, we've been sitting here for 4 years doing this. And 4 years ago, we were A-Sun, and we said, maybe one day we'll be a Power 4. Do you see us someday being a Power 4 school?
I think so, man. With the growth mentality that President Kett Milton has for this university and for the athletic department, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibilities. They're developing. We're growing even more. I mean, we got 51,000 students, and so we got the support, and so I definitely see one day. Don't know how many years it'll be, but maybe being a Power 4. I mean, I would love that because I think this place has so much potential. And it's still, like you said, we got those many students, but it's still getting that small college community inside a community feel. When we walk kids on our campus, like they're blown away. They're blown away with just the family atmosphere. Like you got people in the comments coming up talking to them. The people at Chick-fil-A, they want to talk to all the parents and to the kid that coming up introducing each other. You talked about the other head coaches, and I would go as far as the other assistant coaches at other sports. Like they go out of their way. We have recruits to make them feel wanted and make them feel special and make them feel welcome.
Well, and you were talking about the coaches earlier and how you guys all get together. obviously there's no connection between volleyball and basketball, or basketball and women's golf.
Yeah.
But there's a certain mentality that comes with coaching.
Family.
And so when you guys do have those types of retreats or whatever, is that just something where you're just bouncing off, talking
Yeah.
about kids and
Bouncing
how,
ideas off each other, challenges they may have in their sport. I may be going through the same thing with how you got through it. Like, what did you do kind of counter that, you know what I mean? And so it was great. It was great just sitting there spending time with each other. We also just, didn't even talk about the sport sometimes. We got to eat and just talk about our families with each other. And so, like I said, man, it starts from the top. Like,
awesome.
It's a real, true family atmosphere, family environment, and I think we're all blessed to be a part of Kennesaw State.
Yeah, and we had Coach Tiani on a couple of weeks ago.
It's awesome.
She was awesome, yeah.
Yeah,
I think she's going to be a great addition.
Oh,
And
yeah.
again, you go back, Milton has made some great hires.
Oh man,
Yeah.
man. He's one of the best ADs in the country, and I mean, like, to do what he's done here at Kennesaw State, and like you said, it ain't a football or basketball or volleyball or baseball, softball.
All of it.
We're a championship program. We're a championship school. Like that, like you look down the line, like all the hires. These people are championship people that's leading these programs, and they're hiring championship people. So, like, iron sharp as iron. Like, I love it.
Have you met Selena yet? Your
Yes.
softball coach?
Oh yeah. I was sitting with her at the retreat, so I got a chance to talk to her about her husband, her kids, and all that kind of things. And I took my daughter to my daughter Jana Ray to her first softball game, and I was sitting there explaining about it. She had no idea what it was, and we went up to the booth and got a chance to do some announcement and announcing and stuff of the game with Nick. So she loved it. So now she's saying she want to play volleyball for Keith and then softball for Selena. So I got my hands
and do some announcing with
Nick. So
That's funny. So Coach Selena's going to be on here next week.
She's awesome.
So I can't wait to
She's
meet her.
awesome.
We had a good
And
10-minute conversation on
she
the
was
phone.
a big-time player back in the day, too. at
Yeah,
Texas A&M.
catcher at Texas A&M,
Yeah,
right?
she told me. I didn't know she
Yeah.
was a catcher. I said, oh, yeah, you real tough.
Yeah.
Catchers got to be tough.
Oh, yeah, man, I can't wait to see your knees because how many scars they got. But it's really funny because I don't like a lot to talk to them before they come on the show. I want to get to know them a little bit, but I want to save it for this because this is what makes it fun when you're asking somebody you've never had on the show before new questions and stuff. Yeah. So what are you looking forward to this year in terms of where you're going?
Man, I'm just looking forward to the journey. We got a great group of young men. We had our first workout. The guys got back on campus Monday, and they have been in and out of that gym nonstop, 2 a day, getting up shots. And so today was the first time we got together as a team and just, had a good workout. And those guys are tremendous workers. I love it. We have the talent, have the length, have some depth, but their hearts are all in the right place. Like, they want to win, and it means something. Like when we were recruiting these guys, we told them how important it is to us to put a product out on that floor that the community, these fans, these students really identify with. And all those guys that pick KSU, they pick that because of that reason. Like, it means something to them to have that KSU on their chest. And so I'm just excited, man. I'm ready to get out there and compete and just see how this team grows and the process this team goes through all year.
And how they meld.
Yeah.
So how many new players do you have on the team this year?
Oof.
Because we
I think
graduated
signed
a few, didn't we?
I think 11, I think.
11 new
Oh,
players?
Yeah, 11.
Yeah.
It's the landscape of college basketball. We won the tournament and, went to the NCAA, and I think, just the opportunity that some of those guys were afforded because of how they played. Like, R.J. Johnson got a nice package from Mississippi State. Bray Luke, Tennessee. Frank Corn got a nice deal from High Point. We all had a part in that, but those guys are forever ours. Like, we won a Conference USA championship on the backs of all those guys that that were here. So, as soon as we got back, we met, and sometimes it's the best things for those guys to move on, and we had to refuel.
So somebody like a Chuck Stone, who's been sitting at the end of the bench, doing all the rooting and the rawing, and is that one of those things where you look down at the bench and you're like, okay, who's going to fill this spot
No
then?
doubt.
Or how about this spot?
Yeah, man. No, you definitely you get used to seeing him. He was with me 3 years here, so man. He just was a staple in our locker room and on that sideline, man. And so, you definitely, that's a void you have to fill because you got to have a captain on the bench, and he was our captain on the bench. Like, was always into the game, up cheering, and we had the rest of the guys, you know, going and keeping them in you know, involved in the game as much as possible. So, but you know, naturally somebody always takes that lead.
Somebody does.
You know, but him and I say Eric Holland, EJ, those two were so vital, you know, as guys that won a championship their freshman year, and then their senior year they went out as champions as well. So, no, they're awesome young men.
And Chuck got a GA job at South Florida, right?
Yeah,
Isn't that where he is?
Yes,
Yeah.
Alan Payne called me and I gave him, like, he asked about Chuck, man. I said, man, if he didn't just want to leave, you know, because he's been here 4 years, he wanted to kind of go and, you know, kind of be on his own a little bit. I was like, I would love to have him here. That's how special he is to my group. I was like, you guys are not going to go wrong hiring Chuck Stone. And I think I talked to Alan last week. He called me like every other week saying how impressed he is with Chuck. You know, what kind of great young man. But Chuck family is great. Like, you talking about his mom and dad would travel to games, and in Huntsville they would be in our Bible studies, and I mean just a great group of people, man. You can't underestimate their value to your program.
And Chuck won, what, 2 or 3 years in a row, favorite
Teammate of
best
the year.
teammate.
Teammate,
I mean,
yeah.
you know, once again, this is one of those stats where, hey, should I hire this guy? This is a guy who you want to hire. This is the kind of stuff that
always
works.
about the team. Always about the team. Consummate teammate, man. Like, just a really, really great person. You can't have enough of them in your locker room.
You probably don't have to sell him a lot when you're talking about, you know, would you like this guy? Well, I gave him the award for best teammate the last 3 years running. That's pretty good.
He earned that, man. Like,
I know he did.
He's special.
Chuck was on this show several times along with Chris Youngblood. It's very cool as we look back over our 200 episodes. We've had an NFL player on here and Travis Bell. I think Coleman Bennett was on here. Now he's first Owl ever to score a touchdown last week in the
That's
NFL.
right. I saw that. He ran a little sweep round the corner.
Left side, 5-yard
That's
touchdown
right.
on the
That's right.
left end.
Chris Youngblood made it to the NBA.
Portland Trailblazer. He came to our game, you know, because we were out there. So he came to our game. He was in the locker room
When he was with Portland after Oklahoma.
Yeah, after Oklahoma. So when we played in the NCAA tournament, he was with Portland with their G League team, and he came over to our game.
That's
to
so
watch us
awesome.
play. Yep.
CY had a very important role in our podcast.
Yes, he did.
We had him and Chuck, and was it Cole?
Cole the Rabette. Yeah,
No, it wasn't Cole LaRue.
Cole
Cole
wasn't
LaRue
on.
didn't come to the next one. It's
Yeah.
number 4 is the other guy who transferred.
Oh, Brandon
Stroud.
Yeah,
Stroud was
so
here.
we had them
Stroud was
on the
fine.
show.
Yeah, okay.
And at the time, this was right before we went to the NCAA tournament for the first time in Greensboro. And at the time, Miller's had a hamburger about this big.
I remember you telling me.
Yeah. And it took the girl, Caitlin,
Hour and a half.
an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes to eat it. And we thought it would take at least 45 minutes for the guys to eat it. Cole LaRue, well, first we asked
Yeah,
Chris.
we asked him. We were like, "Is anybody on the team?" And I mean, he didn't even blink. He didn't clear his throat. He's like, "Cole LaRue." You know, like that dude's gonna polish that thing off.
So Cole sat there in that chair, and we thought we had him go against Will.
Yep.
And so him and Will were having a hamburger eating contest. And this thing was this high, had zingers on it and fries and all that stuff. And we figured it would take maybe 40, 45 minutes if it took her an hour and a half. Cole ate it in 11 minutes.
Under 11 minutes.
Under 11
and,
minutes.
And when he got
He
done,
ate the whole thing.
he did that classic movie thing where he's got the napkin. He goes, "Is there a dessert that goes with this?"
Oh,
You know,
my
like-
God.
We were so blown away. We thought we were talking about it the whole show, but he was done.
I
in
got to
11
give
minutes.
him a shout out too, man. He was such a joy to coach when I got here my first year.
Cole.
It was his last year here, man, and you just talk about a guy that Kennesaw winning meant everything to him.
Yeah.
I still talk to him. He is such a great young man, man. You know, he got married, but
Yeah, in
Cole-
August of last year, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, Cole is one of the bright spots of my chance of getting to know those guys when I first got here. He was awesome.
And to me, that would be a fun part of the job, not only keeping up with the guys that are currently playing, but all these guys that played for me.
No doubt,
How
doubt.
cool is that? Because you're a young man. What are you?
43.
43,
I'm
yeah.
getting up there, man. I feel it too. I've been
He is
trying to
Richard
work
Petty,
out.
Richard, I don't know about that.
Richard.
43.
43,
It was number
man.
43. I don't
No,
know.
43.
He's about 103 now, though, age-wise. Yeah. So, is number 2 coming this year?
Well, I would hope so. We got a long way to go. You know, as hard as it is to win one, it's even harder to try to go get another one the next year. But you know, we know we got our work cut out for us, but we're working every single day to try to do that. So definitely championships on our mind, but we're going to lose ourselves in the process just like we did last year. You know what I mean? Just lose ourselves in that process. And, you know, when you work as hard as you can work, you're good with however it falls. You know?
We had somebody talk about this. And Scotty Scheffler, golfer, they asked him, he said, you know, how do you do? He said, you just stay where your feet are.
That's right.
I mean, stay where your feet are and keep going, right?
That's it, man. That's all we can do.
Yeah. All right.
Now, I'm looking on your schedule right now, and it still doesn't have the non-conference schedule listed.
Yeah, we still waiting on one game right now. It's pretty much done, but we're still just waiting on one more game and trying to figure out who we're going to play. We're trying to get another home game, man.
Is there any particular game you and your staff and some of your players are real excited about this year?
They all going to be tough.
I know they are.
I know they are. Tough. November 17th, of course, we got Alabama in Tuscaloosa. But every single game we play in front of in the combo, you know, we're excited about that one against a high major team that's going to be, you know, top 25 definitely in the country. Give you a chance to really test yourself and kind of, you know, prove yourself going into conference play. But you know, this non-conference, I just want that to prepare us for our conference slate because it's such parity in this league, such great coaches, and I think, you know, we're one of the best mid-major basketball leagues in the country. So every single night, I mean, as you saw last year, you know, we went up to Delaware and they still beating us right now. You know what I mean? We had a terrible shooting night. They got the best of us, and then we come home, win 3 straight. But you go into any game in conference,
anything can happen.
You can get beat. You can meet anybody, and anybody can beat you. So we hopefully this year we have a level of consistency, and that non-conference just prepares us for our conference play.
All right, let's get a couple of commercials and then we'll continue with Coach Betway. There are a lot of places to get your oil changed in the Kennesaw area, but if you're looking for a personal experience, then stop in at Castrol Kennesaw Express Lube or Lost Mountain Express Lube. We'll always do our best to get you in and out quickly, safely, and without a whole lot of fuss. We're a true owner-operated business where you'll find Brian under a car or hood at one of the shops. We offer experienced, knowledgeable technicians and the latest computer software to help you maintain your new car warranty and keep your pride and joy running for the next 100,000 miles. We proudly offer
Castrol products. Carrick didn't flinch, but man, his mouth started moving immediately. He knew what time it was. Tired of going to the same old places for the same old thing? American Access has your solution. Whether you're looking for something new to do before or after the game, the most memorable workouting ever, or just wanting to take something else off your bucket list, American Access has their 3.5 Atlanta locations waiting for you in Marietta, downtown at the Works, the new 30,000 square foot location inside Skull Brewing, and the uber cool mobile apps experience. They could be set up wherever you need. Keep an eye out for them at upcoming events and festivals. Look them up online, or Coach Petway, you can give them a call tomorrow at 678-763-3635. That's right, Larry. 678-763-3635 to schedule your next adventure.
And we thank you, Dan Fisher and Brian Bristow, for being sponsors of the show. How'd you like to take the team down there and throw some axes?
Hey, I don't know about that now. We got to try to keep them healthy, man. I don't know about throwing axes.
Let me ask you this. How much have you changed since you arrived on campus?
I've grown so much. I remember talking to Coach Amir, talking to some of my mentors like Anthony Grant, some of those guys, John Careful. And they just told, you can't really just talk about it until you just got to go through it. And so that first year, man, I think I grew so much as a coach and just as a person. I wasn't scared to be vulnerable in front of my group, and it allowed me to just grow. And I think, a lot of times these young men teach me as much as I ever could teach them. You know what I mean? I just continue to try to stretch myself and be vulnerable and have no ego and just always realize it's not my way, it's the best way. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I lead that program and I lead my team. No ego. We're going to be servant leaders throughout our entire program, everybody from top to bottom.
And you hear that type of talk where people say something about coaching, who's there. Like, well, this is what I coach. But if that's not your players, then you should coach along with your players, and that's basically what you're saying.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Like we in it together. We in this there together, man. Like we pray together. We work together. Like we build together. Like everything we do together. It's not my way. It's the best way. That's what I truly believe. And like I said, no ego. no ego from top to bottom. Ain't no job too big, no job too small for anybody in our organization.
Now, I know that Coach Keith takes the girls camping every year.
Yeah.
Do you have anything like that you do with the guys?
Nah, we do like, swim parties and stuff like that, and I get them snow cones and stuff like that, man. I'm not great in the woods, so I don't know if I'm taking them camping, but
Well, that's why you should go to American Access. You can take them all there.
I'm not doing that one either. I think, we try to get out to churches, in the area a little bit, North Star, go to a couple other churches in the area and just try to
Mike Lynch?
spend time, try to spend
Love
time
Mike.
away from the court and just getting a chance to know each other. And, we eat good together. I say that. We going to go out to eat and hang out a little bit.
And when you guys, do you guys try to go to the football games as a team?
Yes,
To where 12 or 15 of you are walking in there and let everybody know,
So that's
this is who's
something
here.
I really believe in, just showing the support. As you said something about this at the coaches retreat, like showing each other support with our student athletes. And so, that first football game, for sure we're going to be deep in there, the whole team, but I try to do it every game. I love, first Coach Matt's my guy, but I love college football anyway. It's fun to watch our team play.
Right.
So I love going to the games and just see how they play and just see what he's doing over there with that program. And then, my guys enjoy it as well. So we're going to be at all the games. And then not just football, volleyball. You're going to see me courtside there with my daughters. Like I said, my daughter already committed to Keith. She's 9 years old. She wants to play for me. So
Who wouldn't want to play for
no
you?
doubt. Lacrosse. I think Lauren does a great job. So I just try
Our
to
first
make sure-
ever
Laura
guest.
was our very
Yeah.
first guest on our
I
show.
love-
200 episodes ago.
I love, I just try to make sure I'm out there supporting each sport. You know what I mean? And in turn, I'll tell you guys this. Our lacrosse girls, our golf girls, they don't miss a home basketball game.
They do not.
Coach Matt bring the football team over there. None of that goes unnoticed. And I think that's something that goes back to Milton Overton with this family atmosphere we have.
And nobody on your team is going to need this, but everybody in that corner would love for you and the whole team to walk into the black tailgate lot right before you go to, the love that they would feel if they walked up and everybody, it's the whole team.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to see
Will
it.
can feed them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We can definitely
They
feed them.
definitely can eat now, so we may come through there and get us a
People
plate.
in that field, they ain't scared.
It's funny you were talking about on campus how it feels so small but it's so big. And Carrot can speak to that. That's the same way I feel about Marietta and Kennesaw, because I've lived here 70 years, and but still, when I go to the square for a concert or something, every 5 minutes somebody will walk by that I haven't seen in 10 years.
That's awesome, man.
I mean, that's a bigger analogy to what's going on campus, but how cool that must be.
Man, it's so, this area is so, I'm telling you, man, I'm truly blessed. My wife, we're literally 5 miles away from some of my closest friends from college. Just this area in Kennesaw and Marietta, it's so nice. My kids love it. They were just saying the other night, Dad, I don't want to move again. They love it.
They sunk.
They love it, man. And it's just so amazing. You're so blessed because when you coaching this game of basketball and college athletic, you can be wherever, man. Coaching at a school that that doesn't have, an area like this to live in. But we've been blessed with my family, be here and be in this area. Man.
Rocky Mountain and Mabry?
Yeah, nice.
Well,
Yes.
let me ask you this. When you were at Alabama, did you ever go see the football team play at Neyland Stadium in Tennessee?
I never did. I never been to a game in Tennessee. I have.
Because I'm very excited about going up to
Yes,
watch Coach
yes,
Mack and
yes,
the boys
yes.
play up there.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a great atmosphere, man. I'm telling you, I'm just excited to see our guys play, man. Those guys done had a great camp. I'm just telling you that at the brand of football we play, I don't know if there's anybody in our league playing that's exciting the brand of football that we play, man. So like I said, I genuinely enjoy it. I sit in my same seats. I get right there in the end zone. Right there where the team runs out, man. They do their celebration in the end zone, but I'm right there. They come when they score a touchdown. They looking right in my eyes, man. So I love it.
So you're in the north end zone.
I'm in the north end zone, man. I'm up there going crazy every time they score, man. So
All the other coaches say the same thing about the basketball team.
I appreciate it.
Love watching that offense run because not a lot of people are doing it like you are, sir.
I've been to many basketball games last year, and every time I was there, Coach Mack and Kershaw was standing up there in the corner watching the game.
Those are my dudes, man.
Now they're
they
kind of
support.
judgy when they're in the corner, but I mean they're there and
Listen,
they're watching.
I tell you this, all football players think they can hoop now. That's just something, man. And then all us think we could have been great football players.
Of course,
So,
that's
doubt.
what makes it fun.
No doubt.
Yep. So you had Rutgers come in for the first game last year.
Yep.
Who's your big school coming in this year?
We still waiting. We still trying to find one to come on in. We got a couple people on tap that's coming, man. But I
None
think
you
we're
can
gonna
share with us.
Yeah, we're gonna release the schedule here in a couple of weeks. We trying to get another big. We're trying to get a big school to come on in. But
I love that smile, man. There's a big old smile.
The
on
thing
your face.
about it, man, when you beat a Rutgers,
Correct, and that's where I was getting
it's
ready to
so
go.
hard. It's so hard.
Especially with those two McEachern boys.
Yeah.
People always talk about it in college football, something like App State went to Michigan.
Yes.
Well, after you beat Michigan in the big house,
tough.
guess what? Next team doesn't
tough.
want to, go see you anytime soon. So does Rutgers,
Schedule.
is that a little bit of a speed bump where people are like, not real sure?
Schedule's been tougher this year for sure. After coming off the championship run in the tournament and then
And the
you said,
Rutgers game.
The Rutgers game. I think it put people on notice that Kennesaw basketball is it's a good brand and we trying to do some good things and I think it's going to be tougher to get those kind of teams to come into the company.
More of a sign up for a game now, not sign up for a W.
Yeah, that's the mentality. Yep, and we did South Florida. We go to South Florida this year, which is, that's a great program, man. They are doing it the right way. Chris Mack's a really, really good coach, so that's going to be a test. I think, our non-conference is full of big-time tests, and I think those going to be two of the bigger ones.
And they got a good GA there, right?
Oh, yeah, Chuck Stone.
Stone.
He better not tell him our playbook. Better have a little loyalty to KSU.
Come on, Chuck. We're counting on you.
Don't be pulling against Owls. So your last game you played was at Gonzaga or in the tournament against Gonzaga.
Right up the road from
And we played very well.
Yeah.
Very well.
Not well enough though.
But what a team, huh? When you're
man, that program, like what Mark Few has done at Gonzaga, he took that program to the next level. And so we went out there. The thing I say about the group we have, we didn't back down. We competed from start to finish, and just came up short, didn't make enough shots, didn't get enough stops. But it was a great experience, and I say this: the people that came out there with us, they sent the NCAA sent us probably the farthest distance of any team in the NCAA. Like Gonzaga was right up the road from where their school is, but we went cross country, and I say the fans that showed up with that black and gold on, man, you could hear them in there. You could really hear them in there. They were loud. And just like I said, they were so proud of the effort our guys gave. And that means everything to me to see the faces of some of our biggest supporters when we come off the court and they saying, Coach, job well done. These boys, we identify with how hard they play and how much they fight for KSU.
Go ahead, Robert.
That's why they made the trip.
Yeah.
Because they knew your guys were going to battle and play that tough.
Appreciate it. Yes. Thank you.
That reveal party was a lot of fun.
Oh, man, that was so
Isn't
cool.
that cool?
Man.
I love that.
Man. Like, those are memories. And I told those guys, man, that's why you work so hard. You'll never forget those memories right there, man. Just walking into that convocation center and seeing the fans in the stands and, the news reporters there getting ready for the press conference and us, watching the big screen and, just waiting on our name to be called. Like, that makes you want more.
There were a couple of times we thought it was going to be called.
Yeah,
and
man. I was hoping, I was like, just send us back to Greensboro. Everybody told me how well we traveled up to South Carolina. Greensboro,
fabulous.
It was like great. They said we painted that whole gym black and gold. You know what I mean?
We did. Because like I told them, by the end of the game, everybody was saying you want to go to war with Owls, except the Xavier fans, and that was it.
Listen, that's what it's about. So hopefully, the next time we go back, like we get a little closer closer like sight.
Well, I think they were really good to us the first year because it was our first time. They said, okay, payback.
Now we got to go across country.
Now you got to go across the country, But we are so proud of you. We are so proud of this team. We are so proud of this university for everything they've done. Makes what we do a lot more fun.
It makes it easy.
Makes it very easy.
And I appreciate what you guys doing, man. Like putting us out there, man, and keep selling the brand. Like everybody working together to push this program forward.
Well, like we told you, and we told Perkins, we'd love to have any of you new players on.
Oh yeah,
we'll take some old players.
Okay. And
we ain't got many old players now.
Get some media exposure. We'd love for you to give them some training.
All right. And anytime I want to let you guys know that anytime y'all want to come by practice, maybe. It may not be bad to do it at the gym one time or something like that.
Absolutely.
Anytime y'all want to come by practice, you guys are more than welcome.
We appreciate that.
We'll meet the guys and we'll get them on.
I would love to have you guys come by and meet the guys, come on the court. Like you got an open invitation.
Awesome.
I appreciate that.
Well, we want to tell you one thing because we're not a lot about X's and O's here. We're about getting to know you
Yes,
and knowing your team and knowing your players. I'm sure we asked you this before, but I'm going to ask you again. Who's the most famous person in your cell phone?
Golly, man.
Don't take Mark Ingram because
Yeah,
Perkins already got him.
I don't got Mark Ingram in my cell phone. I'm trying to, I'm gonna have to get back with you, man. I don't really know. That's a tough one. I probably say, probably some of my mentors like Anthony Grant or Nate Oates, somebody like that. I probably just, go that route, something like that, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with that route.
I got one more question for you. Who do you think Milton's was when we had Milton on? When I asked him who was the most famous person in his cell phone?
Nick Saban.
No.
Close. Same house.
Terry Saban.
That's
If
smart,
I
man.
ever needed
That's smart.
anything, I didn't call Nick. I called Terry. You
I
got to
love
take
it,
care of
man. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So last thing, look at that camera and tell people why they need to come to KSU to play basketball.
Yes, come to a wonderful university. It's a truly family atmosphere. You will love it here. And we play a good brand of basketball. But more so about about the basketball, we're gonna make you a better man, and that's something that's really important to me and my whole staff. We want to make you better men. But come to a game, come support. It's truly important to me to put a product out there on their floor that this community, these fans, this student body that they identify with and they believe in. They feel like belong to them. And so we're gonna keep striving. We're gonna keep playing the right way and doing things the right way and let the chips fall where they may.
Well, we certainly appreciate you coming on. God bless you.
God
And
bless you guys.
stick around a couple of minutes because we want to get some pictures made with this bag boy.
Go out,
all right,
baby.
Guys. Thanks for coming out for the 200th celebration, 200th anniversary celebration. A lot of fun, wasn't it, Robert?
Absolutely, sir.
We've been down the road,
To
guys.
200 more.
Next week, we'll see you right here at 7 o'clock with Coach Selena from the softball team. Until then, one more big hootie hoo.
Hootie hoo.
Cool.
My wife drank a lot of coffee, so you give me some brownie points tonight.
There you go.
I love it. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. You know what? I gotta get me a baseball jersey too, man.
I got one of those.
This the old school one, and this one they play in now.
I think it's old school.
Fine.
It was 4 years ago when Carrie gave it to us.
Wow, Kerry got baseball. I need to take care of it.
Get a picture real quick. Robert, let's do a picture real quick. I gotta go.
That thing heavy, though. I'm telling you, it's heavy, bro. Be careful.
Perkins, come get in here with us, brother.
I'm afraid to do.
Yeah, you gotta hold that thing out the ball.
Everybody does one hand.
Hope you enjoyed yourself. That was a lot of fun. We're serious about getting the players. There we go.
Thank y'all.
Who wants to see how heavy it is?
Hold that thing now. It's heavy.
That's heavier than the football.
That's what I'm saying.
That is heavier than the
All right, guys. Thank y'all so much.
Thanks, Pat.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
Let's go walk it over here to your fan table.
I bet it weighs 10 pounds. I think it's about 10 pounds heavier.